What kind of containers are you starting them in? That's a great question. We start them in something called a cell tray. Now each one is called a cell, and that's why they call it a cell tray. You can also buy packs where it's just like a 6-pack or a 4-pack if you're not starting like a million seeds like I am. We get most of our cell trays from Greenhouse Megastore. Now it's a really economical way to buy a ton of them, but there is a caveat. So we will put the cell tray inside this, I don't know what this is called, just a regular tray, but the cell tray that comes from Greenhouse Megastore doesn't fit flat in here, so when you put it on, it lifts around really good, but it sits like halfway through. So what we do is just cut the edges off. We snip the edges off so that our cell tray sits flat and can take up the water that's sitting at the bottom of this tray. If you're new to gardening, I wouldn't do the tray method. I would just do like maybe a 6-pack or a 4-pack. You can buy those at any garden supply center or the ZON. So we have our cells in here. After this, we're gonna fill it up with seed starting mix. Do not use potting soil, do not use topsoil, use seed starting mix. Seed starting mix is a lighter composition that just gives your roots a better chance at survival, and it also dries out quicker, which you want when you're starting your seeds. So we fill it up with pre-moistened seed starting mix, and then we put 1 seed in every cell. You can even put 2 if you want some really good coverage on here. And when you're done planting your seeds, you can mist your soil to kind of help settle the seeds into the mix. After that, we will put a humidity dome on the tray and then put it underneath the grow light. The humidity dome really just helps get the seeds to germinate. You're going to want to take the humidity dome off after the seeds germinate. And I do want to mention that if you plant different types of seeds like snapdragons with scabiosas with like statice, they're all going to germinate at a different rate. So I would likely put all of the same varieties in the same tray. So do a whole tray of snapdragons or a whole tray of statice. Or you can cut them up and then remove the ones that already germinated and put them in a tray next to it without a humidity dome. This is another type of grow light. This is called a Mars Hydro. Now, they don't make these anymore, unfortunately, and that's like all we use in our grow room over here. It's a really bright light. Like, we don't have to raise and lower this particular light because it's so strong that these plants get plenty of light. And all the seedlings grow really, really well whenever I have them under this. So we're gonna test out some new varieties or some new brands to show you guys. I've even seen people use like shop lamps. Just keep them very close to your cell trays, like really, really low, and then raise them as the plants grow. And your seedlings are ready to transplant outside once the root zone is able to be taken out of the cell tray. And that's usually when you start to see roots coming out to the bottom.